Here with the news on headlines today. Now, the National Human Rights Commission has issued notice to the Chief Secretary and the Director General of Police of Andhra Pradesh over the killing of 20 alleged red sandalwood smugglers in a joint operation. This was conducted by the state police and forest officials together. Now, according to reports, the NHRC has given 2 weeks' time to the Andhra Pradesh Chief Secretary and the DGP to explain the police action and the subsequent killing of the smugglers. However, it is being alleged that the police action was unwarranted as the red sandalwood smugglers were not armed with sophisticated weapons. Also, there were no injuries on the side of the forces. The Andhra police is being accused of planting sandalwood logs next to the dead bodies. Congress leaders, meanwhile, are claiming that poor villagers were targeted with their hands tied up.
Actually, they were killed in Chandragiri, near Chandragiri, 10 kilometers away from the site. And they were brought to that place. There is no bloodshed there. There is no bloodshed there. If 20 people die, there will be 20 liters of blood approximately should be there. There is not even a trace of blood.
The Andhra government has defended the action of the state police in the Chittoor encounter, alleging that the actions of the smugglers in fact forced them to open fire. Chandrababu Naidu's TDP government has even lauded the Andhra police, justifying the encounter, which of course the Tamil Nadu government calls gross human rights violation.
There are certain protocols. We follow them very, very strictly. A magisterial inquiry is now ordered, and the photographs of these people will be publicized so that their relatives can come and claim the bodies, and then the post-mortem will be done. The Chief Minister has ordered that for each dead body, one doctor and one MRO will go, so that it's not delayed, it's not done one after the other and it takes time.
I received a phone message from district magistrate. I went to the spot and saw 20 people died, that's all. So far I didn't inquire anything, and there is no police people there. I call them, I will give notice to them, I will investigate. Then only we will know the truth.
Red sandalwood is only available in this area, Tirumala Hills. The act is severe. Generally, I mean, as a common human, even in the border also they cannot shoot when he was reacted. So it is an encounter. Otherwise, there is no act like that. Both the government have to mutual understanding and mutual thinking.
So you appreciate the Andhra Pradesh police for...
Yes, for bravely doing, for risking their lives. They are doing. They are saving the public properties. So what they have done is good. The government of Tamil Nadu should not. They should educate the people not to come here as coolies or anything, and it is not good for the country, for democracy. And I request and I pray the two governments to stop the people coming from the Tamil Nadu or Karnataka for smuggling.
Well, let us now cut across live, of course, to Srisha Reddy, my colleague who joins us from Chittoor, where she is getting us the latest. Srisha, amidst all this political slugfest and announcements, what is really the ground situation there? Are there fears and apprehensions, in fact, of the protests worsening?
Well, Smitha, as far as this particular place is concerned, there are no protests as such, except by the political party leaders who have been protesting to score some brownie points from different political parties, though they have been raising some serious allegations against the TDP government and also the Andhra Pradesh police for involving in an attack like this by killing 20 people by opening fire at them. They have been raising serious questions, in fact, and also a short while ago we were talking to the family members of the victims. They were also saying the same thing, that there was one person who was a victim who was a witness to the entire incident. So he will be produced before the National Human Rights Commission. Remember, you also pointed out that they have given time for them to respond, the DGP and the Chief Secretary to respond to the National Human Rights Commission. So that person will be produced before the Human Rights Commission in order to give his side of the points as they were, breaking out the events where the Andhra Pradesh police had arrested the 7 of them, and they were taking them in a public transport bus, and this one person who was sitting on the other side of the bus escaped because he was also old and the police did not actually find him. So he escaped to his hometown, and that's when he told people that the Andhra Pradesh police have arrested at least 7 people, and we will have to seek bail for all those people. So that's when this news has come out, just shocked the entire community in their particular place. Though the families have been coming in, only one family has come so far to this particular hospital where the bodies of the victims have been kept.
And Shrisha, as far as the police are concerned, are they sort of forthcoming in terms of the details of the operation, really trying to answer those very critical questions about use of excessive force in this entire operation?
Well, no, Smita, there is no word from the police officials. In fact, until yesterday, before the Tamil Nadu political parties reacted, they were giving bites. They were talking to the media. In fact, talking about how effective this is, because the red sandals are quite high in demand. In fact, as far as this particular place is concerned. So after the Tamil Nadu political party started reacting, and after these protests, they're very tight-lipped. They don't want to speak to the media. In fact, don't want to say anything on those lines, as it has already created tension between Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh.
Well, Shrisha Reddy, of course, from Chittoor, also suggesting that obviously this is an issue that will not calm down anytime soon. But Shrisha, just also give us a sense of really, as far as the Andhra Pradesh government is concerned, is there any feeling that it might come under political pressure to actually announce an impartial probe?
Well, Smita, there are two sides to this particular story, because what the TDP former force minister has been saying is that this is an effective operation. They have been waiting to carry out an operation for the last 30 years. So this is the first time they acted forcefully. In fact, by opening fire at these people. On the other side, the Tamil Nadu government is putting a pressure, asking for a probe into this matter, including the political parties themselves. And the political parties in Andhra Pradesh have also been pressurizing the ruling government for a probe. In fact, not just a probe, but also to appoint an inquiry commission by the retired Supreme Court judge, not from Andhra Pradesh, but from a different state, in order not to manipulate the entire procedure. So yes, there have been not pressure only, out of the state, but also inside the state itself. Well, so yes, the Andhra Pradesh ruling government is under tremendous pressure to order for a probe. But also, if I can give you quickly that what they have been talking about is that the Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh did know about this operation, is what the political parties in Andhra Pradesh have been alleging.
Right. Smita. So CM Naidu was in the know of the operations, and obviously the Andhra government, they are defending the police action at this point in time. Thank you so much, Shrisha Reddy, for joining us.